Michael
Mhm.
Hayes, aka
Yeah.
Hayes, in the
Yeah.
house. How are you, my friend?
Oh man, blessed, highly, highly favored, as the people in church used to say, flavored.
So I found you.
Yeah,
I was blessed enough to come across Snake Turban Head. Shout out,
my
brother.
boy, my boy
And
Snake.
man, I don't know how it happened, but he found me and then invited me to the Telegram channel, and it's just been
Yeah,
whoa, like mind blowing
yeah.
shit. But he's so fucking cool on there.
Guys
Everybody,
on the spectrum, man. I'm telling you right now, that's an electric room, man. Just to be in that room,
it's
you can go
crazy.
see how shit just expand for you. It's
It's
lovely.
it's it's wild because like all the shit that I've been thinking about lately, all the stuff
Hmm.
that I've been researching and just my gut instinct has been telling me all you guys are on the same page,
Oh yeah. Oh
right?
yeah. That's that spiritual wavelength I like to call it. That vibe that people be seeking and wanting. Like this group is that vibe. We vibrate literally all the same, and all different walks of life, bro. We got a trans person in that group, man. That motherfucker's
Yeah.
intelligent.
Yep.
God, yeah. I'm like, all right, motherfucker, where was you at all the fucking time? I'm like, yo, it's a lot of fucking geniuses in that room, and they
It's
don't need
crazy.
much.
It's wild, man. Like I've been like the last episode I did
Mm,
with my boy Tony Cody. I was telling him, I
mm.
said I was trying to explain to him, do you know the tetragrammaton? Do you know what that is? And it's the Hebrew four letters of Yod Hey Vav Hey, which is Yahweh, right?
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
told him, I said, that shit right there is fucking black magic, man.
Mm. And people try to tell us that like the whole Salem witch trial shit, like burning witches and I think like they really kill people. They really kill people who was doing good magic, not
Yeah,
no black magic, literally good fucking magic to
they
help
get
them
to
and their
use
people.
they get to use black magic,
But they get to use some fucking black magic and
man.
not get burned at the stake. Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
that's what
telling
the
you,
type of
man.
world we live in, man. That's
I
the type
had
of
this.
environment we live in.
I don't know if you heard my messages to Snake, but I was telling him like because I was telling it in the Telegram channel. I said I had this very fucking vivid dream when I was super into the Bible, and I was
Mm.
like, I gotta be free of sin as much as I can, and this and that shit does shit to your mind, dude. I had this
Don't
super
it?
vivid dream that I was sitting in like this purgatory, and everything was charred, everything was burnt, and on the
Uh,
wall was this golden YHWH, and I was looking to the left and the right of me, and these people were like skeletons with charred flesh on them, and one guy just turned to me with his skeleton head and he said, "I'm a fucking turd." Because like they're sitting like their consciousness is bathed in like darkness and in hell because they feared this black magic spell for their whole life, right?
mm-mm. Bro, you actually astral projected to these motherfuckers' headquarters. That's how I look at it. That's how I
I
look
think
at that
so.
dream you just had.
Yeah.
You astral projected there, and they was like, "What?" They couldn't really do shit to you. You know what I mean? They probably knew
No.
you was there, but couldn't fuck with you just because your protection. That's wow. But I like shit like that. See, I like
This
shit
is
like that,
this is what I was
man.
trying to figure out. Like, what the fuck? Why did I become so judgmental about my fellow human beings when I can't be perfect either. You know what I mean?
Mm,
But I'm so dogmatic. I'm so knee deep in this shit. And then I started researching more and more how uh, God could be Satan in the Bible, right?
Mm.
Because look at how
Yeah,
fucking like crazy he is, like
yeah, and that's
tyrannical,
exactly,
and and then
bro.
and then
That's
and then the New Testament comes, and then it's like all love and
flip the
peace and
script,
light and
right?
flowers and butterflies.
Flip the script, right? That's because it's two different masters in that Bible. It's Satan and it's the real creator. And Jesus shows you the real creator. He also tells you when he comes back, nigga, it ain't gonna be motherfucking unicorns and rainbows. Unless those unicorns and rainbows is coming to fuck you out of love. You're gonna be like, oh, look at the rainbow, and that rainbow cut your hand off. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, it's just wild. Like it's two different fucking entities speaking,
Mm-hmm.
and people want
Yeah.
to say that he is God in the flesh, and then you have the Christians who they worship him like he's an idol,
That's a fact. That's a
and
fact.
then and we're not supposed to have idols, right?
And that's a fact. When he told us, nigga, we can be you supposed to be just like me. So we supposed to be a bunch of Jesuses running around, walking on water, turning water to wine, healing and putting people ears back on when a motherfucker cut them off. That's what we supposed to be doing out here.
But then, like, how do we do that, right?
Let
And
me
then,
now that's where I come in, the spiritual one. By the Spirit, just like he told us, by the Spirit. It's simple as that. The thing is, the manipulation and the shit that they do on this side takes us away from our spirit.
and
We call
the
it different things. We call it instincts. We call it our guts.
yeah,
We even say shit like, oh damn, something told me I should have turned down that now I'm stuck in traffic. See? It tells us it's right with us all the time. We just don't give it its props or don't know what it is or say it's something else. Yeah, that's what we do. But it's a spirit.
and
It's our cheat code.
they use all of this rhetoric amongst themselves. That it's the
Mm,
same shit that's been said over and over and over again. And I
pretty
don't
much
have
nothing.
anything against Christians or anything. I don't necessarily consider myself one. I don't like putting labels on myself. Fuck that
Yeah.
shit. And I always said to people, I don't want to give God a name. I don't want to call the creator a name because what the fuck? What if I get it wrong?
And
What
that
if I'm
half the time
what if
that's what
I'm
we do.
praying to the wrong person? And then it's like, no, but it's all your intent. And I'm like, yeah, but my intent is to know the truth. And I don't think this YHWH thing is the truth.
Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. First of all, the people who doing that black magic, they can say the name. So if they can say that name, that ain't him. They not gonna be able to say his name for real.
Right.
What? Like, nigga, they be tripping sometimes. Like, especially in the movies, they show you little truths. They they show you how these demons react to when you call them by their name. How they call you by different names when they speak them in Latin in different tongues. And they're showing you the power of your words. So if you said that motherfucker's real name, bro, you think a demon or you wouldn't even be able to do anything wrong if the real name came out. It probably freezes you like on some real magic shit. This is what we've lost. We've lost that spiritual side where we can see vibrations, where we can see different waves. We're stuck in certain wavelengths that we can only see or hear. We weren't limited back then. We're limited now because of all the indoctrination we receive, which, matter of fact, let me tell you the story of when I realized it was two creators they were talking about in the Bible. I was about 20 some years old.
I can't believe I didn't have my video on this whole fucking time. Here we go.
Fucking lovely beard, my man. I love it.
Thanks.
Well, I'm in my 20s. I'm fresh out of like my first year of Morehouse College. This is a crazy ass school. It's all male school, all basically all blacks. It was about like 3 white people, and they was the hoodest white people I knew, and I fucking love them white people. I like, you can't be just white. You know a little in you somewhere. I don't know. Either way it go, if anybody fuck with you, you let me know. I'm from Atlanta. We'll
I
ride
love
in
it.
these boys for you. So either way it go, I'm reading the Bible a lot. I'm still going to church, and I don't know how the fuck this shit dawned on me. It was like an epiphany. I'm damn near reading the Bible so much I'm falling asleep dreaming. I dream somewhat like your dream was, but it ain't had a Yahweh little shit on there or nothing like that. But I'm in a place like, bro, I'm talking to if it's either a spirit of my higher self or some other angel type shit. And I'm sitting there telling them like, yo, what I'm not going to do is live my life a fucking lie. I'm not about to go act like I'm serving this motherfucker or act like I need to serve something real. And that motherfucker looked at me and said, well, in that Bible you got there, it's two different goddamn creators. So make sure you serving the right one. I was like, wait, what? Then I woke up. And
Yeah.
after I woke up, me and my mom start having a argument. And I'm sitting there asking her and stuff like that, like something about the Bible. And I look at her, I said, Mom, you know what? I don't think we serve the same God. And she looked at me too and said, Michael, I don't think we do either. I said, wow.
She knew?
Not only did she feel that she like we wasn't, she felt like she was serving the right one at that time. I felt like she was serving the wrong one. I felt like I was serving the wrong.
Okay.
So I was letting her know, like, bro, if we serving the same one, and I feel like I'm serving the wrong one, Mom, you are serving the wrong one. That's the nigga that I'm serving with you. That's not the right one. That
Yeah.
motherfucker had that little talk with me. And after that, we started to get a little better because I felt like she started to listen to me a lot more and treated me like the, you know what I mean, the head that I am. So I don't know. As of today, she still treat me like the head that I am. And we almost on the same page. She still like to call herself Christian, but she also knows the Lord never called himself Christian. So watch yourself with it.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like there's so many things that Christianity does because basically what happened with the three Abrahamic religions,
Mm-hmm.
it's all basically the same shit, right?
It is. It
But
really
it's all
is.
division, right? And what we're supposed to do is come to the realization that we are a part of God, we are a fractal of God, and we are supposed to walk in that path, which Christianity says, which Islam says, which Judaism says, but
All of them
it's
say.
it's twisted in a certain way where you're like fucking under this fearful kind of mindset where
That's the,
you know
that's what they.
I know how I felt when I was under that spell. It was like
Mhm.
I better be doing something or God's gonna smite me down, you know, because look at this guy. He's bashing babies' heads across on the rocks and shit like that, you know. You know, but
That's the.
it's all manipulated by
Yeah.
these Jewish Satanists. And it's all part of like there's four things. There's Judaism,
Mm-hmm.
there's Islam, there's Christianity, and there's Satanism, and it's
Mm-hmm.
all hijacked this idea of a creator.
They do. And I look at that as one of the key factors in the indoctrination of theirs. You know what I mean? This is how they create division. This is how they create wars. You know what I mean? And they know the truth when the truth is really, nigga, we all the same. Just because we got different hues doesn't mean we're not humans or we're not the same. Like I look at humans as weak, just like the Bible clearly make a lot of parables about. And when you look at the colors of wheat, it's every fucking shade of people, from white to black. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If it's good, the tares, you supposed to throw them away or burn them or whatever the fuck. You look at that as good eggs and bad eggs. When them motherfuckers are bad eggs, you got to get rid of them. Half these motherfuckers we need to get rid of is our goddamn leaders. Like the niggas that hold all the power, the electoral college. Like, I understand that we all need to vote, but we can't motherfucking get new people in the electoral college. We not there yet. There's still so much we got to do. Like,
Oh, for sure, yeah. Because to get to that top tier, you got to sell out, right?
not even just like that's the real issue. We need to flip the tiers. We consider the top tiers as the people who is people in charge. We consider them the top tiers. That doesn't need to be. We need to consider the people with the top tiers as people like me and you, the people at the bottom, because we are the fucking top tier. We're the realest.
Right,
We're the
right.
most authentic. We don't want to lie to people. That shit bothers us. You know why? Because we like honesty. We like to be authentic. We like to be real. So fucking making us not be that way is literally making the universe see and making us know that you are fucking enemies. Like, these niggas are literally our fucking enemies. We have to take them out of their top tier and become those top tiers.
This is
They
what's
can,
happening right now is that
yeah,
many people, millions, if not billions of people are already coming to that realization that
waking
our
up.
leaders are not our leaders.
We need to be our own leaders. Like, our our whole constitution was built on us being the leaders, the militia, the people. They made that shit literally about us. And they make laws that take our powers away. And
Right.
we okay with that? We just, all right. No,
Okay. I'll take
no.
6 vaccines.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
bro, no, this shit's not right, man. This shit's not right. They gotta pay. I'm the one that's not gonna let them slide. I'm not gonna pat them on the back. I'm not gonna just put them in jail and throw away. No, they must pay. When I say they must pay, they can't be allowed to run office no more and shit like that. All that sending Secret Service people with them when they're done, that's done. Fuck you. Defend your damn self. You know what I mean? Like most of us do all our fucking lives. No, I don't give a fuck if somebody shot Trump in the air. I don't give a fuck. Like, quiet as a cat. I'm not being quiet at all. I don't give a fuck that John F. Kennedy got killed. Because if he didn't, it would probably be a lot different, but they weren't going to have it. They weren't going to have it. You know
Yeah.
why they weren't going to have it? Because he was too fucking rambunctious. He didn't listen to them. Are you fucking serious? Why? They would have probably resetted this whole fucking place over him. Nah. Yeah, I think he would
That's
have been good. You think a
that's
reset
the
is good?
problem, man. Like people hold these politicians in such high regard, like Trump, for example. It's like, dude, Trump's not gonna fuck. He might make it a little better, but
Yeah, he is. He will,
he's not
because it's
gonna
a
fucking
business.
save us, man.
So, exactly. Exactly. He ain't our fucking savior. He's not here to save fucking humanity. If he was here to save humanity, I would have heard that motherfucker said, we gonna get up out this fucking dome.
Right.
That nigga would have said that on the first all this shit they talking about and the earth is spinning around and rotating. It's not. It's a dome. We don't spin. Then I would have been all aboard. I'd have been all for that shit. I'm like, oh, this nigga ain't he gonna get killed. He is. I'd
They
have been
they
looking
always
behind me.
they always give us half truths, right?
they can't give us the real
like
truth. They'll take them out.
soothsayers. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they'll take them out instantly, man.
They'll take them out. See, I'm ready for it though. I know my role here. See, a lot of people don't know their role because they don't want to get spiritual. I know my role. We want to talk about the Bible. You know what I tell them about the Bible? There were two people in that Bible. I am one of them. And what the people were the witnesses. They be like, what? Yeah, nigga, I'm one of the witnesses. I even know how I'm going to die on TV with my head being cut off. And 3 days later, I'm going to rise again like Jesus, just like him, and continue to fuck up shit. That's what I'm here for. Shit up.
Well, that's the thing. Like once we go, we'll be coming back.
Man, we don't never leave. I be trying to tell people, man, we don't never leave. This physical shit,
Energy is created, but it can't be destroyed.
that's a fucking fact. People don't understand that. Even the shit with these devils and demons, they don't listen, man. They got a role here. They know I know they role. They know they can't fuck with certain motherfuckers. They know this. They know they rules and they play them well. You know what I mean? So as a motherfucker that's spiritual, you got to play your role and you got to play it well. We are coveted all over this fucking universe. I call it the great membrane, because that's all we in. We in little cell domes. If you want to get scientific, I think of cells and the cell walls. It's all domes. These motherfuckers that's around us that controls a lot of these shits. I call them the colonizers. People think, oh, they just came to our lands, nigga. They literally just our lands is protected by a dome that the Lord has made, and they have covered it with their own. We can't even see the dome that the Lord made for us. We don't. These niggas done fucked up our environment so much. We be looking in the sky constantly. Oh, look at the sun, look at the moon, and bitch, that's a simulation. Even the stars, nigga, them simulations of the Lord's magnificence. They be trying to copy that shit. That's what they really trying to do.
But when
They
you say Lord, doesn't it bother you? Because it's in the Bible too, right? They twist everything.
it do. It do. It do. It do. And they like they say, oh, it's all about the intention. The intentions is good and all, but you got it. It's way more than that. It's way more than that because they want to control your intention. So they gotta lie about it so you can be thinking about this whole other thing. You gotta really go with that spirit, that gut instinct, that thing that people fight against all the time. People fight against their spirit and they lose.
They
They
call
lose
it
the hard way.
they call it the Holy Spirit when it's really just our gut instinct. And
Yes,
that's the
yes.
thing too. Like that's
That's
why I
it.
could never really wrap my head around the fact that like like when people say, "Oh, here, say the Lord's or the prayer to be saved by Jesus," right? And then
Yeah.
you'll feel the Holy Spirit wash over you. It's like I never felt that shit.
That's because it's already Because it was already in you, man.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That shit was already in you. These motherfuckers just trying to claim it for themselves, man. That's the crazy thing. They magic magicians, warlocks, whatever the fuck. I'm a badder warlock though. I'm one of the baddest. These motherfuckers don't know. I hold all that shit in there, in this database, in this memory bank. And not only do I remember it, motherfucker, I know the Lord gonna play it again, Lord. Play that back. We gonna watch this shit we gonna watch this shit like a movie. And all these people that did anything wrong, nigga, they listen. I'm gonna be right there when they getting judged. They gonna be like, I thought I was supposed to be getting judged alone. Why this motherfucker here? He one of the witnesses. What? Yeah, nigga. I'm gonna be right there. I'm gonna vouch for all.
Watching justice be enacted.
Dead ass, man. I'm a vouch for anybody who's always was authentic. I don't give a fuck how authentic and fucked up they might have thought it was. I'm like, damn, nigga, that nigga was a murderer. Why you vouching for him? Well, that nigga ain't never denied he murdered him. You know what I mean? He not only did his time, that motherfucker ain't murdered people forever. He wasn't a serial killer. You know what I mean? Well, yes, he was. He was. Damn. I thought he stopped after the first 3. No, nigga, that was 30. Oh, well. All the motherfuckers he killed was bad. I consider him a Dexter. Let's go. The fuck? Nigga, he killed 30 pedophiles. What the fuck? I mean, half the kids didn't want to. I can see if all the kids wanted to, you know what I mean, be with him. None of them wanted to be with him. No, he had to go. And that's another thing. Like, it's a lot of people that did bad shit. I look at it as them fighting against their spirit.
Oh,
their
yeah,
spirit
for sure.
wanted to do that shit. Yeah, the spirit literally wants you to be one with everybody, to know if somebody's in trouble, to help that one. You know what I mean? It wants us to
know that feeling, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, even when at my job, I'll always like walk by somebody and want to ask them if they need help. But sometimes my flesh fights against it, and I'm like, nah, fuck them, you know?
Yeah, we did. Listen, man. As I don't even really be liking to say a black man. As a human, I definitely understand that shit. We've been wronged so much by different humans, but we got to understand it's really not them. It's different ideas we've wrestled with. Prime example. What did Jesus say? Nigga, we don't wrestle against flesh and blood. We wrestle against principalities.
Right.
And that's the real thing, is principles that we go against, that we gotta wrestle against. A lot of people want to base their life on these principles. Half the time, we learn these principles and we have to relearn these principles. That means fuck the first way we learn, relearn a whole new way that incorporates that old way and a new way. Kind of like the Old and New Testament. That's what it really is.
And the thing is that even though we are fighting against principalities, and this whole Bible thing, it's really just showing us how we're supposed to be. But we've been, like you said, we've been wronged in many ways by other people. So we're like, fuck that shit. I'm not going to help this person. And that's you fighting yourself.
Yep. It's two different type of programs.
We already have it in us. We just have to let it be free, right?
Yes. Exactly. So with that being said, it's two different programs. It's the program that they're trying to program into us in the society, and that's going against the spirit. But the real program we supposed to learn is how to advance spiritually. That's where the human, the human's potential lies with his spiritual advancement. Any other being or alien or extraterrestrial, like I like to call them, because they're on other lands. Now, any other being knows humans potential spiritually is like infinite. So a lot of the controlling powers keep us around. After every fucking wave of destruction they send at us, they're gonna keep us around just because we're that fucking good.
Well, they need
So
slaves, right?
I mean, they gonna have slaves. They got clones. They know how to do. They know how to do clones. They know how to do genetic manipulation. So they got insects that's humanoids. They got reptiles that's humanoids. They got fishes that's humanoids. When I tell you these motherfuckers are highly intelligent, they highly intelligent. We still think we spinning around. Most of the world still think we are spinning and we are in space and we are but a speck in the universe.
And get super angry when you tell them otherwise.
So I'm not even trying to be mean. I'm trying to be as humble as possible. They fucking idiots. Fucking stupid, man. I don't even want to fucking talk to you. If you really feel that way and think that way, like, bro, I'm in this other world. I
I have
can't.
I, I have a buddy I play Call of Duty with all the time, and he loves
Mhm.
space, right? And I
Yeah,
keep I keep I keep like poking at him, sending him like flat Earth videos and shit.
real shit.
He's just like rolls his eyes, right?
I think I talk about something completely different to people who don't believe in flat Earth. I got to. I got to because I feel like they are idiots and they're easily controlled. And that's humble. That's the humble me saying that. Like the mean me, I'm gonna be like, yo, I can trust you for real, for real. I can trust you with a lot of other shit, but I will never trust you with my fucking life, or I can never trust you to critically think. And those are important. If you can't trust you to do all those, I mean, hey, you got to stay over there.
Nobody's ever been up there, man.
They don't understand that shit.
That's the
You don't
thing.
even have to go. You don't got to go up there. I mean, not unless you got something that's gonna go through the dome. But other than that, you just got to go over there and throw some mountains and shit. Do some
Every
cars.
every every single thing they send up there curves away.
They got to. They got to. They hit that dome, nigga. It's curtains.
Did you hear that Canada just allowed Nova Scotia to put up a space shuttle center? So we're going to be launching space shuttles from Nova Scotia. Those
That's
are my
because,
tax dollars going to that shit.
yeah, man. Listen, man. The tax dollars really go to the fucking military industrial complex, but they got so many sections. Like
And
they probably,
they're worried about climate change, and they want to put another fucking space shuttle launcher in Nova Scotia.
yeah, just dumb shit. Real life dumb shit. Like that's y'all logical plan for this shit. Build more, build more, and not just any type of buildings. You ain't getting no economically like safe buildings. Bitch, you better build this shit out of fucking teepee, as far as I'm concerned. Like, what the fuck? Like, build a sand castle or something. Like, build this shit underground. I don't know what the fuck to tell you, but y'all niggas is wild and y'all,
What are your thoughts on like meteors and fucking so-called space debris and shit like that?
Oh, I love that shit. I call that weapons. I call that weaponry. Weaponry attacks. Those are real life attacks. They be like, oh, meteors are real. They're real bullets or real fucking missiles. That'll really kill you. How about that? That'll really take your life. You'll be in the line of heaven, what you done dreamed up. That's what you manifested. You'll be in that fucking line waiting like, damn, that's a long ass line. There must have been a lot of good people here. You manifested it, you stay in that line for a little bit. I ain't manifesting heaven and hell. I manifested it already. Now I realize, nigga, that's a place that Christians made up. Christians made up heaven and hell. That's for them. That's for them. That's the crazy thing. And what's even crazier is it's for them, but most of them are going to go to hell first before they get to really get that bosom of Abraham. You ain't gonna be able to get it for real, because you don't. A lot of them don't feel like they deserved it, and the ones that feel like they deserved it are gonna go to hell too, just because they feel like they deserved it. They be like, "Damn, Lord, all this shit that I done did for you, man." You was waiting to use that line. You were literally waiting to use that line. That all this work I did for you, Lord, was it in vain? Yeah, nigga. That's why you asked that question. I'll be the nigga in hell telling them, why you ask that stupid ass question? Nigga, of course. Of course. Why you ain't hot in hell?
So you're
Because
saying
I'm going to torture you.
heaven and hell is a manifestation because of the egregore of the Bible.
Christians made that up. It's not even really in the Bible. They talk about Hades and they talk about, you know what I mean, the pits of hell, you know what I mean, the keys to Hades and stuff like that, and the keys to death and stuff like that. And they also mention mostly the bottomless pit. Now, they talk about these things, but like I said, the whole hell shit, your preacher is really talking about, and the pastor is really talking about. In heaven, they specifically say what heaven is, but the bosom of Abraham is something they specifically talk about. But a lot of the people knew that they were going to what? Hades. They wasn't talking about like nothing else because that's all they knew. That's the reason for that shit, man. That's that mind fuck shit, that mind control. They gotta make people think they can get somewhere else. Oh, where else can I go? Bro, you got a lot of power with your spirit. You really go where the fuck you please. The thing is, you got a mission here. And your spirits, everybody's spirit wants to go to the one spirit that we're all taken from. It's in certain lands. That's where we're all destined to go. That's where our spirit gonna go at the end of the day. Whether your soul needs a little more time in hell or purgatory or here on earth to reincarnate, know this, your spirit is allowing it. If it doesn't allow it anymore, it's going back home.
Right.
Like, let me bring your ass back. It's immortal.
Back to the source.
Exactly, because that's where it's going. That's its mission.
Where our higher self and our perfected spiritual body exists.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And that's how we power these things. Funny thing is, we call this a terrestrial body. We literally have a celestial body, which is in the fucking celestial lands. They don't talk about that shit. They never taught us that shit in school. I had to I had to learn that shit from a book that I just read like last year. And I've just been buying them books ever since. Listen, this book right here, yeah. Terra Infinita.
Oh, okay, okay.
The Claudio Nocieli, that's the author. Nose confunding, whatever, something like that. That motherfucker, whoever he talking to, got some spirit in him. That all I can say is that's it. That's it. That's the real Bible.
What's in there? What's it about?
Um, it talk
Have you
about a lot
finished
of
it yet?
shit. Yeah, I did. I did. It talked about a lot of shit that I already talked about, actually. But when I when I talk about the colonizers, they talk about who they are, like the custodians. Those are one parasitic race. Um, the Anunnaki, that's another parasitic race. Um, Nibiru or
Yep.
Nibiru, something like that. That's like one of the key parasitic races in this whole universe. These motherfuckers probably are the strongest too. They probably are the ones who gave the custodians and the Anunnaki their power. And them two motherfuckers are assholes. Not saying that Nibiru ain't assholes either, because the fuck, they the ones that taught them other two niggas. But those three niggas, they literally gotta be checked. They gotta be checked, and they gotta be checked ASAP. I know they gotta be checked because of the shit that's happening right now in this land. It's too much division. And they're all about sowing manipulation and division. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Those are
yeah.
their key factors in any dome that they reach, any environment that they go to or have
They sow
control in,
division.
you're gonna have division. They, them three races, them three, yeah, I'm gonna say races, also have like, I want to say the Greys of Orion. You ever heard of the Gray Aliens?
Yep.
Um, and they had these other ones called Etamines or Etamines or some shit like that. Under their like control as well, and they use them to do some shit. Like in our last reset, which happened like in 1720 something, 28, I want to say, might be 1722, but either way it go, they manipulate the time. So we really don't even know what year we're really in.
Oh, for sure.
One thing you can tell about that dumb shit is leap year. Like who the like oh, leap year, and every month is not the fucking same. We got 30 and some, 31 and some, 28 in February. What the fuck?
Right, right. Like September's supposed to be the seventh month
Yeah,
because
so
it's sept, right?
exactly. Oct 8. They don't it don't sit right. So either way it go, they know they gotta confuse us. So they're not gonna talk about shit like the resets and past humanity. They're gonna give you their history. That's why they call it his story. Nigga, that's really their lives. It's nobody but the victors telling you their side.
Of course, yeah.
You're not gonna know the truth unless you have the losers and the victors telling their both sides. You don't have the losers, so you're not gonna know the side unless you call the losers out. This book talk about the losers. They found the losers, and the losers talk about what the fuck happened. Yep. That's what the Terra Infinita book's about. The loser side of the last time they was in power. When they was in power, we were eating off of free energy. The same shit Nikola Tesla was talking about.
Right.
Yeah. That's how we was eating. That's how we were living. We were controlling earthquakes. Earthquakes, we would vibrate the earth ourselves to stop earthquakes on the fault line. So you will see this old technology on different fault lines. They're not going to tell you is that technology. They're going to say it's part of the dams or it's part of the old history and shit like that. Yeah.
Mm.
That's what they're going to tell you. A lot of the shit that they got from our old age of the last time the losers was in power, they're going to repurpose for something else. And they're going to give you a whole nother story. And they're going to say it was a fucking fire that burned it down. And this is what happened. And we have to build it up and make it do. No, nigga, that was them burning it down. Them trying to destroy it. Yeah. They tell you in different YouTube shit, but you got to use your spirit. Your spirit knows all the devastation that happened around it. You feel it when you walk outside. You think it's awe and glory. Oh my God, look at the beauty in that. No, nigga, you're really disgusted. That's your disgusting feeling. You're not really in awe about the glory that God has made because God didn't do that. God allowed that to happen. So what you ought to be saying is, well, the God is fair. Damn, that motherfucker fair as hell. Because that's evilness. That's diabolical. I be looking at mine sometimes, I just be like, damn, that's diabolical. I don't know what the fuck they did right there or what that could have been. But damn. Because I feel like they
Well,
destroyed it.
yeah, the architecture that we have right now is called brutalism, right?
Think about it.
And it's all just fucking cookie cutter bullshit. It's ugly. There's nothing to it. But
Mm-hmm.
before that other reset that we had, we were all spiritual and they cut us down.
Bruh, we was creating shit. We was creating shit with vibrations. You understand that? People talk about the pyramids like they was something spectacular. Like that was a quick little motherfucking thing they can do. Quiet as the kept pyramids is fucking like fucking conduits to destroy us. Like that's one of the key little components they use for fucking us up. Them pyramids. That's why they all over the place. People them yeah, those things they use for 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 I guess tourists nowadays. But yeah,
And they
those
give us
things
some bullshit story about what they were used for. Like, oh, it was just a burial chamber.
yeah, that's
You
definitely
know?
bullshit. I get it when they say that though. Burial chamber my ass, nigga. It was doing a lot of burials, all right. It was killing a lot of motherfuckers. It was putting a lot of people in graves.
You're
All
telling me
right.
you built this fucking big ass pyramid and you used slaves to build them just so
No.
one guy could be buried in it?
Yeah, no, them shits was spaceships. And not only that, they dropped the motherfuckers down and created floods. Like them shits will make a flood. How about that? Those were created for simply that, nigga, for these resets and to make shit flood. Yep. Mm-hmm. I seen some shit on one of these conspiracy things they be trying to put in your algorithms. I think it was Gaia TV or some dumb shit. This motherfucker with his black face, because he don't want people knowing who the fuck he is and shit. He was talking about the light system, TLS or some shit. Oh, man. If they don't want you to do something, you're not gonna. I'm thinking to myself, fuck those motherfuckers. And I know it because it's my spirit in me. It ain't just my mind. I really don't know shit about fucking the TLS or whoever the fuck this nigga think he is. He was talking about the knowledge he got and he can levitate and shit. I'm thinking all that is it could be true. I'm gonna go like it is, but I'm gonna tell you right now, you motherfucker, if you're talking about this fucking world is spinning and rotating, you're the opposition. You're part of this indoctrination too. That's what I be trying to let them know. That's all. So if TLS think we fucking spinning and we light years away from some other shit, nigga, you part of the fucking problem.
Billy
Fuck you.
Carson.
Yeah. Billy Carson, smart motherfucker, but stupid too. I'm not dumb. I'm not fucking stupid. Don't fucking try to tell me to worship Anunnaki or Jesus half Anunnaki. Well, we all part. Nigga, they're fucking colonizers. They the one that run this shit. But they're the enemy, nigga. They're the fucking enemy. Simple as that.
As much as I like to listen to Billy Carson, there's always something in my spirit that says this guy's telling probably 75% of it,
Exactly.
but he's not saying the
kicking
whole
it.
shit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get that fucking big. You don't get that big.
You don't. Without motherfucking just tipping that iceberg. I'm not the iceberg, man. I'm that ice mountain. When they damn nigga, that's the bottom, and I can't see the top. Yeah. You got to fly up a little bit. I'm high. I'm very high, but I
He
ain't
was
got
talking
shit.
about he was
But
talking about how the all-seeing eye is the Black Knight satellite. Have you heard about that one?
I heard about that dumb shit too. Oh, it's been there the whole time. I'll be like, yo, bro, we can't see it because they got the technology to cover themselves. In other words, you really just talking about the Matrix bubble. You really just talking about the simulation of the dome. I don't want to hear about your fucking ship that's sitting out there looking at us spin. Fuck
Collecting
you.
all information about us.
Fuck you. Nigga, it's not like a lot of information to collect. Are you serious? Most of us think we're spinning. It's a few of us that don't. If that's the case, it's a lot of us that's brainwashed, man. A lot of us that'll be flames to the moth. A lot of us like that. And I'm sorry. It's very few of us that's keeping us here. There's only a few of us that's manifesting all this fucking shit. The rest of these niggas,
I don't want to be a part of this fucking idea that there has to be this apocalyptic scenario in order for the Christ to come back. These motherfuckers are the ones that are doing it.
Like for real.
They're creating this whole thing. And it's like, dude, why would I want to be grafted into quote unquote Israel if I'm going to be part of destroying the fucking planet?
Exactly. No, they not seeing it, man. And the main reason they not gonna see it, the Lord don't want them to. Don't want them to see it. If the Lord wanted them to see it, they would. They wake up.
It's part of the whole.
They born with that spirit. They born with that spirit to wake up.
It's part of the whole fucking. Where in the Bible it says God will send great delusion so that even the very elect will be deceived.
Yeah.
What is that? Tell you the truth.
We were deceived. We were deceived. All of us. I'm part of that elect. I was deceived. I ran with them motherfuckers. Christian, no, with it. I don't know how you can't be Christian. Nigga, I gotta live with that choice that I made. I made that choice. I don't want to keep motherfucking making it after a while. That's called repent. I had to literally repent from that shit. Lord, I can't do that no more. I can't do that. I did that too long. I won't do it no more. Fuck that. Tell the Lord that, told the universe that, told the homeless people that. Told a couple Christians and Muslims, I'm not doing that shit no more. Fuck all y'all religions. All of them. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna probably smoke some weed. I'm probably gonna take a couple drinks. Um, Definitely gonna sow my seed a couple places. The fuck. Um, and I'm not gonna motherfucking use no goddamn paper to marry a motherfucker. Nigga, I'm gonna get to know them spiritually. If we don't connect spiritually, it's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to stop fucking her or whatever the fuck. No, no, y'all ain't about to fucking indoctrinate me, reprogram me the way that y'all want to. I'm gonna reprogram myself to spiritually advance myself and others around me if I can. And to be honest, it's all up to them. I can't spiritually advance nobody but my fucking self.
Well, that's it. You can throw the seeds out there, but it's up to them to
That's it.
water, right?
That's it. That's fucking it. And that's all I do. I'm a good planner. I ain't got no plants around. God damn, I can't even show people my green stuff. I'm going to start planting. That's what I'm going to do. Start planting. But that, man,
You
people,
see, you see how it works though. Like,
yeah.
there's so much truth in the Bible, but it's not the fucking be all end all. You know what I mean?
First of it's the way people's perspective is. If you go to them churches, they gonna fuck with your perspective about that, man. You gotta go spiritually. They don't be using a spirit. No. They using witchcraft on your ass, man. That's why they don't want you to do witchcraft. Duh, nigga, they doing it already.
Right.
The fuck? They need to
Like,
be
be healed. They
annoyed
put
with
their
you.
fucking hand on your forehead and you fall over.
Right? They put, you know what I mean? Put a fucking cross on your head after they put the virgin oil on you. Come on, y'all. Come on. We got to do better, people. We got to do better. We got to think. Be a critical thinker. Was Jesus running around motherfucking laying hands on you? He spit in mud and put that shit on people. Nasty shit. He was ill. If I was one of his disciples, I'd have been in the background. Ew. Lord, that was nasty. Why you do that? You just put some mud in. Boy, you a freak.
A
You
lot of the
even know
Bible though is all astrotheology too, right? Allegorical,
it
all
is.
that shit.
All the parables that they speak in that motherfucker. Man, listen. People just don't get it, man. People don't get it. That's all. And I think when
I'll
that
be the
motherfucker
first to
was
admit
written,
I'd be the first to admit too though that I don't fucking get it.
hey, that's honesty though, man. Because at the beginning, I definitely didn't get it, and the way I was taught, I wasn't getting it for shit. And we weren't gonna get it. We weren't gonna get it. No, not going that route. You gotta be able to be out there and living that shit. These motherfuckers ain't living it. First of all, if you go to the church, you ain't living it.
Keep
You
talking, I'm grabbing another beer.
oh go ahead. The motherfucker that's living it is in the trenches. He out there with the thugs. Might have seen a murder or an assault or two. You know what I mean? Jesus wasn't really in the churches. When he went to the church, he flipped over a couple tables and shit because he was mad they were trying to sell shit in there. He was like, what the fuck is this? These niggas selling shit in my father's house. Fuck this. Flipping tables over. That's why I tell churches when I go there. Nick, I got a table I can flip over? You sell some shit, I'm gonna flip this motherfucker. Oh, that's food. I ain't gonna flip over the table. Food. That's
One of my
that's
one of my one of my favorite lies is the whole uh what do you call it? The rapture doctrine.
oh. I mean,
What are your thoughts on that?
it pretty much is. Like, I think that I really think that's their ploy to to do that little blue beam project. You know what I mean? It's on some Coachella shit. You know what I mean? Bring out their little false prophet. I don't know what the fuck they really got planned. All I know is they some experts in division. You know what I mean? I still call myself black every now and then. I don't be liking to. Like I said, sometimes I like to just put other on the application. But I really hate the division that they so good at. Like they made up slavery type shit. Like they created that whole the slave transatlantic slave trade. I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't think that really that happened. I don't think it happened. Mainly because of the time period. If the reset happened around the 700s, 1700s, when the fuck did slavery happen? And from the stories I've heard, it was a lot of black sailors. We were prominent on the seas, and we were fucking very powerful. When the fuck did we get? How will we teach motherfuckers how to ride ships and then just get taken over like that? It just don't add up. It don't. So I tell people all the time, nigga, I don't believe in that shit. You don't believe in none of that, none of the slave shit, huh? You just what the fuck do you do believe? No shit that you just know this. There's nothing that you believe. How about that?
Well, all the shit that they use for like Black History Month, it's probably
Mm-hmm.
a lot of bullshit in there just to keep us divided, right?
That's what it is. That's
And
exactly
it's
what it
like I
is.
always tell black people all the time, like my black friends, I'm like, yo, you were you guys were slaves back then, right? Like, yeah,
They keep
motherfucker,
it,
we were slaves, right? And I'm like, okay, are you still not a slave?
nope, we free.
I'm a fucking slave right
Like,
now
bro,
in this
we,
world.
we all slaves right now. It's not one race in this human colony that's not a fucking slave. I don't care if you're rich. You're still a slave. Mainly because you can't talk about the Anunnaki in a negative way, the custodians in a negative way. If you talk too negative and got everybody riled up to a point that everybody believed that they were colonizers, they would reset us.
Yeah.
Point blank. Start over.
It's like we're not allowed to know too much and we're not allowed to fucking now we're not allowed to speak freely about anything. I can't
Yeah.
say shit.
Yeah. They'll take this shit down. These how these motherfuckers react to this shit. Especially when it's too fucking triggering for them. You know what I mean? They really, they really mad at the last reset. The last reset, the Grays fucked up. The Grays lost. Not only did the Grays lose, they lost and they left. So they took off and had to tell the custodians, "Yeah, dog, we lost Earth." And they what? They literally had to press buttons to reset this shit. Yeah. And then come over to try to pick up the remains and drop off all the orphans and shit like that. No, after every reset, what they do is make the kids start over. They don't have no adults. They're the adults. The colonizers are the adults. 9 times out of 10, them niggas thousands of years old. They can die, but they're not affected by the environment's manipulation. In other words, nigga, they got all the cures for that shit.
Right, right.
So they put the kids, and the kids gotta grow up. They don't really know what the fuck just went on. Not at all. But they gotta make it.
It's the only way that the orphan trains thing makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. That's where they come from. That's where the orphan trains come from. Us being reset. And they killing all the adults, or the adults escape
to the fucking other dome or other lands. And that's what happened. They get to the other domes. Half the time, those kids is fucking test tube babies. We come from test tube babies, man. Like for real, we don't come from like our main ancestors. We come from the genetically modified ancestors.
That's why we all have this. Us
Yeah,
white people, anyway, we have that one fucking freckle right there on our left arm in the exact same fucking spot.
I wonder if I got some shit like that. But we all got some genetic modifications. That's what they do. They modify us. And the funny thing is, if it wasn't even for these vaccines, we got so much genetic modification in the animals around us and in our environment, we're gonna get modified. We're gonna get it. It's natives who never get any type of vaccines or anything, and they still get modifications because of our environment. They cut down real trees. When I say real trees, I mean trees that touch the sky.
Like tree of life shit.
Yeah, big ass
like
trees.
all the old religions and shit, like even the Vikings, they had the tree of life, the Yggdrasil. You know, every
Yes.
religion has a giant tree.
Yeah.
And like the tree of life in the middle of the fucking planet.
Yeah,
You know,
these
it's
dirty
so much shit, dude. There's so much shit
bro,
that's
these dirty
been
mother.
like fucking hidden from us, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's the main issue. They give us a bunch of bullshit, and when they do tell us the truth, they milk it. They pervert it. You know what I mean? They make it a myth.
A myth, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so they got to make it some
I've
type
said
of
so
life.
many times. I've said so many times on this show that there's such a fine line between fact and fiction, like fiction and nonfiction, mythology and reality. You know,
Yes,
like everything is real, even mythology.
that's a fact. Listen, all this shit that's real is a lie. That's the main thing. So they
It's all
have perverted
fabricated.
it all. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Even with death, they lied about everything. So that's one of the key things they're gonna lie to you about. Mainly heaven, hell, where you're gonna go. What is death? Man, they don't even really tell you about reincarnation. You see, now me, I believe in reincarnation. I also believe that it's our choice. Like, so I'm the type of individual that's been in spirit form his whole existence. I wasn't even gonna come to this motherfucking plane of existence. I only came here to do my one mission. So I'm only in this bitch one time and I'm about this motherfucker. Now, as a motherfucker that's only here for one time and one time only, them motherfuckers that be coming up here for multiple missions and reincarnating themselves, some bad motherfuckers. I can't do that.
This is like the whole star seed theory, right?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
pretty much exactly
You're
like
coming
that.
back down because you got a mission. You got to tell people what this
Mm-hmm.
life is really about.
Yeah. So as a motherfucker that's only here for one time.
This guy's rolling a fucking fatty right now.
I got to. Yeah, listen, yeah. It's
I don't know if
9:45.
you've heard my show yet, but every intro, I
Mm-hmm.
since the first episode, this is
Yeah.
episode 161 now. But
Okay.
I say right before the show starts, I say, smoke a couple dubs, drink a few beers, relax, do what you gotta do, relax and enjoy the show.
I'm trying to tell you. Oh, listen, y'all. That's how you supposed to do it. That's how you really get in tune with that side, that spiritual side. Man, people like, oh, I'm sober. Man, listen, I get too mean when I'm sober. I get too, I get overzealous when I'm sober. And people don't understand that. My spirit is like that, man. He like to calm and chill down. Without that motherfucking weed, oh my goodness. He wants fire and brimstone. Be like, yo, I can't burn this bitch
Because
down
that's the
yet.
thing. Like people are like always say, "Oh, you have a problem," and it's like,
Mhm.
no, you have the problem with me doing what I want to do.
It really is. That's all it really is. And that's a part of the societal, the manipulation. You know what I mean? They feel like, oh, you're hurting yourself, man. If I am, motherfucker, get me a pillow or some shit. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Like damn, nigga, you see me hurt myself and don't come try to help? No fuck. Give me some
I
ice.
I like to drink, and some people they'll when they drink they get really fucking out of hand. They get out of touch. They get fucking angry. Me,
They-
I have a happy disposition when I'm sober, but when I drink, I it amplifies my happiness.
That's good. That's good. See, that's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to
And
be.
I don't
People,
overdo it. I just have enough where I'm just like, okay, this is good shit, you know?
yeah. That's because your spirit knows. Your spirit know the limit. Half the time we be trying to go past the spirit and be like, no, I want more. Your spirit tell your ass when to stop. You
I
know
know exactly where I need to be.
exactly.
Yeah.
Once you get past those points, your spirit is already on warned you and told you, all right, I've told you. And you gotta do the consequences. And your
Now you're
body
gonna puke. It's gonna come out of your nose, and you're not gonna like it.
real shit. Real shit. And that's your spirit telling you that's what you get. That's what you get. You're supposed to, and look at you. Look at you. You mix the liquors too. Yes. Boy, you could just stick with the same one. I told you, nah, just take the same one. You didn't want to listen. Okay.
You had to have more, you fucker.
That be the spirit, man. The spirit do not play. Do not play. It'll laugh at you. The spirit will laugh at you. And it's something that can control your life if you let it. That's
Right,
the
right.
people do not be letting it. It needs it needs you to say that, like give it authority. It doesn't just take authority, it has to be given authority. It has enough control. It lives forever. It's immortal. That motherfucker so patient, it'll wait till you're dead. It'll wait till you die and be like, you gonna listen now? You you gonna listen? Because we can go back down there and figure this shit out, but only if you listen. I'm not. I'm not trying to go down there and not listen again. Yeah, man, that motherfucker patient.
I can't wait to hear the feedback on this episode.
Oh, listen. The people, your fans, my fans, love this shit. It empowers them. It empowers me. Shit. This is what we be needing. This little burst of a spiritual motherfucking, I call it hype man. Your spiritual hype man out here gonna tell you, man, it's about the man, your spirit got this. Your spirit got it. Anything that's like I tell my friends, this is a cheat code when you use your spirit. It don't matter when you do it. You don't even have to feel like it's working. But what's gonna happen is you're gonna feel that balance. You're gonna feel that balance in your mind. You're gonna feel it in your emotions, in your heart. You're gonna feel it in your body. You know what I mean? You might get them little bubble guts every now and then, but that's also your core, your chakras and shit. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Fire. It'll be all right. You still gonna get through it, and your spirit's still gonna take charge if you ask. I'm telling you. Every time. It's easy. It's easy. You make it hard when you say, oh man, it's hard. And then the universe, your spirit, and be like, all right, it can be as hard as you want. But the more you say, oh, it's easy. So easy a caveman can do it. The motherfucker's gonna be like, what the fuck is a cave? What? Fuck are you talking? You believing in that bullshit again, ain't you? You believing in that bullshit again, that Lucy shit, Nick.
You know,
Probably
one of the worst things that anybody can do is fucking worry about anything, man.
like for real.
Stress,
It kills you.
worry.
It
That's
kills
what
you.
kills you, man.
It kills you.
Like I'm 45 now, and people are like, "Dude, you don't look 45 at all." I say because I fucking enjoy doing what I want to do,
No,
and
facts. You definitely don't look for
I fucking stay young at heart. I refuse to grow up.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you don't even look over 40. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. But nah, you absolutely right, man. You absolutely right. There, this world is meant to break your ass down and make you die younger. You know what I mean? It's gonna make you feel older than you really are. I tell people
Absolutely.
your spirit is gonna live forever. So hey, you might if you feel old, your spirit old. How about that?
Yeah, exactly.
Your
I
body
see people out there who are like in their mid to late 30s and they look like they're fucking pushing 60.
60. Yeah, that's because the
Like, what the
motherfuckers
fuck is wrong with this people?
they mind fucked up. All them programs that been put in their head to fuck them up. That's why I tell you got to really reprogram yourself. This shit is here to kill you, man. They're here to fucking kill us slowly. That's what they're here to do. Kill us slowly. We're supposed to live at least over 250 years old. At least.
Well, that's another thing about the Bible is that the people way back after Genesis, they were like
Live
thousands
hundreds
of
of
years
years.
old.
Yeah, because there's no manipulation. It was really no manipulation. Around those ages, them motherfuckers, the colonizers, is just getting here. They filling us with these stories. You know what I mean? This shit that they done did. You know what I mean? This shit the Anaki, the custodians, and already did in other land and fuck people up. They telling us about King David and shit like that, and them our people and shit like that. That they talking in their ear and whispering in their ear and confusing them. King Solomon and shit. King Solomon was in charge of demons. Like he used magic for real. Nigga, he
Solomon
Sim
is one of the most fascinating characters.
bro. Sim Salabim is from him, okay?
I gotta send you something after this show.
Yeah.
It's an album, like a music album, and
Yeah.
it's all about the Templars and Solomon. It's fucking incredible.
Yeah. That's where a lot of the the George, I mean, I said George Masons. I'm thinking of fucking university. That's where a lot of the
Freemasons,
Masons get their shit from. Like, for
right?
real. They get
Yeah,
Solomon's texts and Solomon's doings. They slick. They slick. And they've been around since Solomon times. That's the crazy thing. Like, those were actually custodians and Anaki. And they were in Solomon's ear whispering. They couldn't fuck with him a lot of times because they were so spiritually advanced, even with the technology that they had, they couldn't fuck with them people. It's still people at these times that they can't fuck with.
I love it.
One of them. I'm literally one of them. If they were to fucking take me out right now like the weather would change. Like it would be crazy shit. Crazy.
You're one of those types of people where it's like if somebody's gonna come after you, they better be fucking ready for a fight, right?
Nigga. And it's
Yeah.
not only that. The cops tased me, nigga. I incited a riot. I didn't know what the fuck the fuck, man. I wake up from the taser, and they in cuffs already. What just happened? Nigga, my grandma thought I was dead. She ripped one of the fucking taser things out my back. People that crying, the whole neighborhood. We just had a water balloon fight. But the person that they was gonna tase was soaking wet. I'm not gonna allow it. Yo, officer, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you pointing a taser at this fucking child that's wet? Shut the fuck up, hey, but you better not tase him. The fuck? If I was you, I wouldn't tase that boy. You gonna have to do something.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't tase him. They tased my ass though. That's
Because you can
fine.
keep your fucking mouth shut.
That's fine. That's all fine.
Like,
Nigga,
shut up, nigga.
they tased somebody else too. But either way it go, I got like 10,000 out of that situation. I told the attorney general. The motherfucker said, okay, now listen. I don't need you to do any more legal shit. Here, $10,000. Keep this on the hush. Yeah, please.
What?
I did. I did. It was years later though. That was years later. That shit took almost 4, 5 years for them to really talk to me and tell me like, okay, we gonna cut a $10,000 check. Yeah.
Wow.
All for officers out of
Because
control.
they didn't want any more fucking trouble, right?
Yeah, it usually be like that. It usually be like that. When they don't want too much trouble, and Niagara Falls is going through some crazy shit around that time. So they knew. Fuck, New York was going through some crazy shit. It wasn't just Niagara Falls. It was New York. Nigga, they still reeling from a lot of the shit that was happening around that time. I think, what year was it? 2009 or 8? It was either 2009 or 2008 that I got tased. Them motherfuckers wasn't shit. I still got the taser marks on my back. Like, that shit wild. That shit got scars.
Crazy, man. I have a
Other
friend, I have a coworker, and
uh-huh.
he's a Greek guy, right? And
Mm, I fuck
he's
with you.
kind of like us, right?
Yeah.
And he was at a beach, and these cops, I don't remember the story completely, but he kind
Mm.
of got out of hand, and the cops put like 6 tasers at him, and he's just ripping them right out. And it took
Oh,
like 8 cops to fucking pick him up and put him in the cruiser.
God damn. Yeah, that shit, one taser was enough for me. I fell right the fuck out. I was like, ugh. Good thing too, because I probably would have fought the cops. I probably would have swung on that cop and really fucked myself over for a couple more days than I would like. Because I would have been in there for a little bit more time. But I would have got them niggas fired. They had no reason to do it. No reason to do it. And I told him, shit, you lucky that shit worked.
But some
You
of these
very
guys just love doing that shit
huh?
because
They do.
they have their quote unquote power, right? Which is
And
fucking totally false.
it's crazy, yeah, because that's why the power. And it's funny that it gives them that power because I've seen videos of these motherfuckers in fear of their life over that same power. The motherfuckers have a little bit of power now. Other motherfucker got a gun too and shooting at them. I done seen shootouts. Oh my God. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what happens, bro. This is your job, nigga. You signed up for this shit. I ain't signing up for that shit. Uh-uh.
No.
Mm-mm. Nope.
When I was
I
a kid, I wanted to be a cop, but then I started realizing how fucking crazy it was.
Exactly. Yeah.
And like
I'm not
how
even.
corrupt it is too.
That's it. That's the main reason. I'm not even worried about the criminals. I know what they do. I trust them to be criminals. I trust I might have to kill a few criminals. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to. I'm going to try to steer away from killing any criminals. I know what happens. I also know this. Some of those motherfucking criminals might be my fucking coworkers, and I'm a
Right.
cop.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. I know I'm gonna have to kill them motherfuckers. Know it. Other if I don't, then they're gonna have another boy, or I didn't know which else one was corrupt. Now, yeah, it's just like that, nigga. No, because I'm gonna have to let them know straight up. No, nigga, when you corrupt, I'm not letting your ass fly. 'Cause I don't know who else corrupt. I gotta let them niggas know earth rip. You corrupt around me, I might kill you to keep myself safe. I'm turned corrupt after that. The fuck.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta stay away from like fucking career paths or job paths that are gonna corrupt you, you know?
That's a
Or
fact.
that are gonna attempt to corrupt you.
That's a fact.
Dude, even where I work, man, it's like kind of like cult like behavior. And I try to stay away from it. I just kind of do my own thing.
Yeah.
But they try to turn you into like a fucking robot to be perfect for them, right? I
That's
was
a
like, dude,
fact.
I'm just trying to do my fucking job and go home. This is not my fucking life. This is just my paycheck.
That's a fact. That's when you
You
gotta
know?
let them know too, man. Like, this is a job and like you pay me to do it. That's it. That's it.
And
I
you
ain't
know
about
what?
I don't get paid to do nothing else.
It's not even them that pay me to do it. It's the fucking customers that pay me.
And that's the fact. And that's the fact you gotta let them know. Like this ain't for you. I'm not here to do shit. That's why I literally just quit my job. I tried to recant it. It didn't work. But like I said, I don't give a fuck when it comes to a lot of this shit because I know I'm going to be taken care of. I've always have. You know what I mean? The universe always works in my favor.
Dude, I have to tell you this one.
Uh,
I have a close friend on Instagram,
yeah.
and she was telling me that she's gonna put in her notice to leave her job because HR is giving her a huge hard time. And
Mm.
she said, I'm just fucking scared because I'm not gonna have a paycheck." And I told her, I
Oh
gave her
my
a voice
God.
message. I said, "Look, this has happened to me several fucking times where I've been broke, flat ass broke, but somehow the creator always fucking provides for me. And when he first started doing it, I was like, holy shit, that was lucky." But then I was like, okay, this has happened like 4 or 5 times now. This ain't no coincidence. The
That's the fact.
creator's looking out for me and he's fucking providing for me. And I told
That's
her,
the fact.
just keep that in the forefront of your mind. She said, thank you so much because nobody said that to me ever before.
Yeah. See? You see
And it's
how the
fucking
universe
awesome, dude.
is? It,
It
it
works,
really
man.
is. Because it really do
I
work,
said,
man.
you just don't worry about it and just let fucking creator help you out.
Telling you.
Just
I'm
keep
telling
that
you.
in mind. Keep that in the forefront of your mind that you will be provided for. It's going to come from either somebody or it's going to come from the government accidentally or it's going to come from a bank error or whatever.
Hey, but the funny thing is, it don't even matter how it comes or where it comes from. Let it happen. Let it. I don't. I. It can be an enemy, like the government. Fuck around. Here you go. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
I
it's the
need it.
creator that's manipulating
That's it.
other
That's it.
people to bring it to
Yeah.
you,
That's
right?
it. That's it. Because the Lord knows what's going on. The spirit tells the Lord what's going on. That's our That's our antenna. That's our beacon right there. Anything we need to tell the Lord, our spirit is telling the Lord. It probably already told him, like for real, before we even asked. You like, yep, I knew that nigga's about to get fired. I mean, I knew that nigga's about to quit. I knew it. I felt it. I felt it. Lord, go ahead and send it. He gonna need it. All right, thank you. Yeah,
I
yeah.
love
Your
it.
higher self is already in the celestial lands, just
Yeah,
waiting, chilling.
exactly.
Hmm.
He's like, dude, don't worry, man.
Yeah, anything we need to manifest, it'd be like, all right, let me send it. It just takes this time that's not inside our time. It's two different times. All right. It's
It,
the
dude, it's
it's
like
the
it's like
manipulated time. You said
it's
what?
like what it's like what the Christ said. The Christ
Mhm.
said, look at the birds. Do they worry about where they get their food? No. And
Uh-uh.
are you not greater than the birds? You know? Don't worry, man. I got you.
Facts, facts, bro. We are literal gods, all of us. We have, especially when we're one with ourselves and all. We're gods.
Just love everybody,
Hey,
man. I
like
do it every day. I love everybody, man. I
that's a
always
fact.
have. That from the bottom of my heart, I've always just loved everybody. Some people I can't connect with because they're too on a different frequency than me. I
It's
still
because
love
they're not.
them. Doesn't mean I don't love them. Just I don't communicate with them as much, you know?
It's because they're not being their true self,
Right.
and you still love them because you see their true self.
Sure.
I mean, you can see through the falseness to their true self. And you want them to see that too. Half the time, like they don't see it, they don't even want to, be real. But then at the end of the day, they're gonna have to. That's when this whole world is no longer 3D. It'll be the 5D world that we need to be in. When everybody
Everybody's gonna
on the
be
same length.
everybody's gonna be on a natural DMT trip and be like, holy shit.
Bro, it's gonna be exciting. We gonna be in control though around that time. The custodians, the Anunnaki, Nibiru, all the motherfuckers gonna realize, damn, is this why we kept them niggas? You know what I mean? Bottled down because now we can't fuck with them at all.
It's like
But
that
it's
movie.
actually better. Like,
It's like that movie They Live. You ever seen that movie?
yeah, yeah,
Where the old woman is in the convenience store and she talks into her watch. She says, "We've got one that can see."
yeah, yeah. Listen, man, it's gonna be a new day. It's already a lot of technology they're hiding from us. They got
Oh, for
things, they
forever
got
they've been hiding from us.
teleportation devices.
Yeah.
They got time machine. You know what I mean? This is why I know that people like JFK needed to die. Nigga, they done seen the ways it shit done went when, you know what I mean, he didn't die.
Right.
Daytime was ended quick. You know what I mean? They see, oh shit, the humans get control of shit. Yeah. There's a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit.
I think his old wife shot him.
It could be a lot of shit. It could be a lot of shit. The thing is, I still look at I try to look at a bigger picture because I still feel like these are still just little roads in this, and it's still a big winding road out here. There's a lot of different pathways. There's still one we gotta go on though. And all them shits would take us out our pathways of getting our mission done, or just doing what the fuck we supposed to do. Now, see, I'm supposed to witness all that shit. Like, see it. As far as having my opinion on it, I just feel like it can distract us from spiritual shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter, you know, at the
Because
end of the day.
exactly. It really don't matter in the spiritual race, because in the spiritual race, he not really like he dead here, but his spirit not. You know what I mean? We all kind of see how far they'll go. So not only did they get their point across, he still got his point across.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We still got to buck up against these rulers. They'll kill anybody, even us.
And usually the people that they killed or want to kill are the ones that are on our side.
That's a fact. And that's a fact. So even through a supposed death, know that we can change what we need to change. You know what I mean? We can do what we need to do. Point blank. And that's the key thing that a lot of people got to realize in a lot of these so-called supposed deaths. These motherfuckers' mission and things that they wanted to do usually get put across still. You know what I mean? We can't let these motherfuckers manipulate and change their narrative. We got to hear what they say. Hitler is a fucking prime example. Them niggas would change Hitler's perspective just because he's German. You know what I mean? They gonna say what the fuck they, you know what I mean, want you to believe. You better get a German to translate some of this shit. Like, that motherfucker was a genius for real. He had alien people helping him too. They had space technology. In quotation marks. You know what I mean? It's not no space technology. It's actually fucking spaceships, because it travels through space differently than a lot of fucking aeroplanes. You know what I mean? It's just all it really is.
Planes.
Yeah, over a plane. Yeah, yep. That's why they call the UFOs different, or spaceships. You know what I mean? Just because they move through space like ships. Like they moving through water for real, for real. The ether
They
is a
move up,
water.
down like 360 degrees seamlessly.
Yeah, because they're using free technology.
They float like a butterfly and sting like a bee.
Yeah, they're using the actual ether around them to power themselves. Ain't no propulsion like these motherfuckers doing. Nah, it's on a different level. Can't even show these niggas this shit. If you show these niggas this shit, they gonna try to take you out. Like, for real, for real. No. Terrence Howard is one person that they letting slide. I don't know why. So I have a feeling there's something different about his ass, but at the same time, nigga, they can be part of the problem too.
Yeah. Yeah.
They can be part of it. They entertainers. They entertainers. Granted, he don't really entertain that much, but he's still an entertainer.
Well, I think he kind of stepped back from entertaining, and now a lot of people are thinking he's fucking crazy.
I think he's a genius. I think he's a fucking genius. Especially one times one equaling two. His proposition. I like that. That makes sense to me. You know what I mean? 1 times 1 equaling 1 is idiotic to me. I never liked that either. I don't understand how multiplication can be a form of addition. It's never a form of subtraction unless you're doing some dumb shit with 0 and you making it a 0 still. But 1 times 1 should be 2. Like, I look at a hand and another hand having 2. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, but it's one. It's 1. What?
1 times 1 is 1. What? 1 plus 1 is 2. But 1
What?
times 1 is 1?
Yeah. Yeah. That's idiotic to me. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. And when you look up at the whole definition of multiplication is what is it? The something added is something added or something like that. They try to fuck it up and tell you it's the multiplied number of it. Like, no, nigga, multiplication, you shouldn't put the actual word in the definition. That's what I've always been taught, and that made sense to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to define the word that you want with other words besides that word. Don't put the fucking multiple word in fucking the definition of multiplication. Don't make sense. You got to use addition. And that's what happens. You use addition in fucking multiplication, but it's a applied addition. It's a different way that you do the addition. You know what I mean? And that's why it becomes multiplying. With 1 times 1, it's still being 1. There's not only no addition happening, there's no multiplication happening, but we've accepted it. And that's at the beginning of multiplication. Bro, if you keep doing some of this shit gonna fucking up. That's what
I could see how 2 times 1 is 2.
Yeah.
But I can't see 1 times 1 being 1. It's fucking mind-blowing when you think about it.
Yeah.
When you actually think about it, it's like, okay, then just you can't have 1 times 1 being 1.
You can't have that. You really can't.
We've been taught that that's what it is, but like, how the fuck is it possible?
Thank you. And if you can't have that, but it is like that, and that's in the beginning, what are we really doing?
Yeah.
They got this in banks and shit like that. Banks use this math system.
Our fucking reality is based on logic and reason and mathematics.
And mathematics. And that mathematical problem is wrong. So what the fuck? Our reality now is what? Wrong. And it's funny because it can be wrong, but it can still be a reality. You know,
and
in other words, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So in other words, people can accept this wrong shit and things still happen and things still move on and it be a lie. It's a fucking
like
lie.
That one little thing that people accept, what else about reality are you accepting that is a lie?
Point fucking blank.
Right?
Point fucking blank. And that's why I like Terrence Howard. That's why I like that shit, because
he's a good fucking actor too.
Yeah, definitely. Just to tell people like, yeah, I believe math is wrong and come out with that shit, I applaud him for that shit. Because that shit help people think a little bit more. Like, it's a lot of shit they tell us that's wrong. And we've accepted it. We can't. This is the time that all that shit that they told us to accept is done for.
We got to throw it out the fucking window.
Exactly. And it don't matter if nobody else believes it. You raise your family and the ones you love in that way. So other people connect to that shit. Because I know a lot of people in my family, it's people in my family that I wouldn't even think, would think the world is flat. And they do. I've never had a conversation with them. I'm sitting there talking with them in my auntie living room, and they like, yeah, I don't believe the motherfucking world is a globe. That don't make no sense. I believe it's a firmament. It's a dome. We ain't rotating or none of that. I just looked at it as like, what? You for real? I would have never knew. I would have just knew you believe this bitch is just rolling around in space and shit. No, nigga, that shit is not They liars. I said, oh shit. Yeah. So it's spreading, man. People
No, it
is definitely
is for
waking
sure.
up.
Yeah,
I love
it
it. I
definitely.
love it.
Like
I love it.
if we were spinning so fast, wouldn't the water be flying off the fucking planet?
Bro, we
Yeah.
would jump.
Oh, but
There
then
were
there's that their fucking god is gravity, man.
gra- I love
Their
funny
god is
thing
gravity.
funny thing is they have invented three types of gravity now. It's Einstein's theory, it's Sir Isaac Newton's
Who
theory,
is a fraud?
and it's a fucking the quantum theory. You know what I mean? It's these all three of these theories are not proof. They gotta make up movies to try to do a proof in these theories. No type of real experiments. None. They even
Don't you
got things
find it
they be calling anti-gravity machines and stuff like that, but it's not.
don't you find it funny how people accept theories as fact, like the Big Bang theory, the
It's
theory of
fact.
gravity? They take it
Evolution.
as fact. But when
It's
they
all,
hear the word conspiracy theory, they don't want to look into it all because we're fucking crazy.
bruh. That's the programming, man. That's the programming. That word ain't even been half that word conspiracy theory damn near it's older than me, of course, but that's a relatively new word. That's not
It was
even 100
created by the
years old.
CIA to deem anybody who questioned the assassination of JFK as a crazy
Bro.
person.
So and think about that. All it really is a whole nother form of manipulation over these motherfuckers' minds, man. That's it. That's it. This is how they just do their little division, and because when it gets down to that level, that's like the last level. Once people start to realize, oh man, we're all the same. You know what I mean? It don't matter about the color and stuff like
It's
that.
game over for them.
You know what I mean? They start to have to do something else, and the something else that they do is what they got to attack. You know what I mean? They got to attack their mind, and that's what they do. They got to program something else into us. And that's all they do. If they can't get us to a race and division, they gonna get us to religion and division. They gonna get us to a mind thing of division.
Culture, everything.
I'm telling you, because it's a lot of shit in your mind that'll separate and make you think you different from somebody else. So that's what they attack. They got to program a lot of shit in your mind. They'll give you a disability and say you different. Oh, you just got anxiety. Oh, you just got that autism. You just a little autistic. You just they creating these shits, man. They create them all.
That's why we're the gods on the spectrum.
Yeah, they create all these shits, man. They
I love it,
create
man.
all these shits. So that's what we did. We created it. Guys on the spectrum. You know what I mean? We would say you were on the spectrum of autism. That's okay. We would say we on the spectrum of gods.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, damn,
I'll take it.
You want some? We got healing all over here. Like for real, man. They're really diabolical.
They are.
They don't even mean to. These are
Insidious, man.
yeah. Most of these are experiments. Most of these motherfuckers that do these experiments don't have no empathy. They don't know how we're gonna feel. They don't. It's not in the what. They don't give a fuck. They got their family they taking care of and teaching some real shit or some fake shit. They don't know the fuck, but they got their own world they living in. They don't know none of this shit. What is doing?
The thing is, though, these psychopaths that rule our world, they know exactly what the fuck they're doing to us.
They know. They know. So there's not going to be any help for them. The ones that know what they're doing and know what they're causing, oh yes, they are going to have to pay. They're the reason why people like me came down here. They're the reason why I said this is a fair God. You know what I mean? Our creator is a fair, that being is very fair. You know what I mean? It don't get no fairer than him.
A lot of people that don't believe in a creator would disagree.
Well, rather they believe or not, hey, I'm here to tell you. He specifically told me to tell you, you will see. You will see. I mean, he gave you that feeling. He gave you that feeling of he doesn't exist. He gave you that feeling of you don't believe. It's yours to have. Is that feeling it's yours to be changed. And you're gonna change your mind when the Lord allows you to, when the creator allows you to, because some people have to learn the hard way, and those are those people.
Right.
You will be reborn, most of you. Some of you will be last minute and you'll get it together, but some of you will be reborn.
We could be reborn multiple times in this flesh bag.
Like you're gonna
I change my mind all the time.
Everything. Like in that last one, when you really get it and really know that, damn, it is a creator.
Yeah.
You're gonna remember everything. Every last reincarnation you had.
Every time I fucking am swayed in a different direction, I'm reborn again. I can tell myself, shit, I didn't know that. Holy shit, this is another upgrade that I got. Right? That's being born again. Born again Christians will always say, "Oh, I'm born again because I'm a Christian." Wait, there's still a lot for you. There's still a lot of learning to do, and every time that you learn something new, you're fucking born again.
I like that because those are definitely upgrades. Those are definitely upgrades. Your spirit actually knew it. I'm gonna tell you that. Your spirit knew it. It's your mind, your heart, your soul that didn't know it, your body didn't know it. These are the things that your spirit is letting your body know. Your upgrades. Your upgrades, your spirit knew it. Your spirit already upgraded. It knows it. It's
upgrade your gray matter because one day it may matter.
Yeah, look at this. I love that quote. I'm gonna have to use it.
Mm-hmm. Mike, I'm gonna cut it off here. I could probably talk to you for 8 hours.
That's how we do it. We'll put a part 1 and a couple other parts on it. That's all. That's
sure,
all.
Man. Yeah, dude.
I told you. We'll just go with that spirit, man. We in here.
If my audience wants to find you, is there a way to contact you at all? Do you want to plug anything?
Basically, yeah. On Instagram, I run a private Instagram, so I'm gonna screen you. Haze the Dank. Mostly on all platforms, it's gonna be Haze the Dank. You know, on Facebook, you can Michael Haze. That's my real name. It's Hayes too. That's Hayes. But other than that, Haze the Dank and Michael Haze. You'll see it.
I'll put that shit in the show notes.
Yes. Man, this was a blast.
Yeah, man, for sure. I love it.
Yes,
yeah, we'll keep in touch in the Telegram. And man. I can't wait for the other guys to listen to this one.
Real shit. And yes, man. I want you to stay blessed.
You too, man. I was just gonna say, stay blessed, and we'll talk soon.
All right, my man. You have yourself a good night, man. Let me head my ass to bed or something. I don't know. Whatever the spirit lead me. Hell yeah.
Peace out, brother.
Peace.